still think it's a good idea to go home? They all hate you, Jala. Can you blame them?
Pues bueno chicos, ya estamos. Yo soy Sandra Riera y hoy os traigo un nuevo vídeo de Suitors.
Dad, stop being so sensible. Tyler, the question that's like a shard of glass in your heart.
¿Qué pregunta es?
Why don't you love me as much as I love you?
Why are you acting like you're the one that failed when I'm the one who made the mistakes?
If you loved me more, you wouldn't have left. You couldn't have. You cut yourself free of me, Jala. But after all this time, I'm still trapped.
Tyler, I'm sorry. None of this is your fault.
¿Y ahora qué me invocas?
Sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to hurt
Falta otro, ¿eh?
Why do you always look at me like I'm about to bully you? Spare Shahrukh. He's innocent. I'm the one at fault. I will bear my guilt for eternity.
Come on, Irfan isn't that weepy and self-righteous.
Close enough.
Vale, pues provocación de corazón roto.
Just because you've been living in the past doesn't mean you have the right to drag me back into it.
It's forgive and forget, not just forget. There's a process to moving on.
Oh, no
The
vale.
entire school found out that you cheated on Tyler with me. It wasn't just a betrayal. It was a humiliation. You're an expert at taking people's dignity, aren't you, Jala?
I still found a way to swallow my pride and take you back. I made so many excuses for you. But that was the first time I regretted loving you. Not the last.
I really thought we were done, that I'd lost you.
Forgiving you then made you think you could
Necesito
walk all
curarme,
over me.
por la mitad de la vida.
No, Tyler, that's not what I meant.
It's true, though. You counted on her forgiveness after that. You expected it.
Sí. Voy a conmocionarme o no sé. No me acuerdo cuál vale para él.
It was the town auntie's choice, not mine.
Wow. Hurtful.
No le vale, tío. A ver qué tengo por ahí. Por turno. Este está muy bien. Pero quería vida. Sí, puede ser. Voy a poner esto.
I know our relationship was collateral damage and your little self-implosion 3 years ago. But seriously, what was so wrong with your life that you had to blow it up?
I just cracked, okay? It wasn't any one thing.
You didn't even break up with me face to face. You called me from a
Es que no tengo lo que hay que tener, chica. Que se va.
It's not the betrayal she couldn't take. It's the disrespect.
I mean, Jesus, Jala. You called collect.
Lo he quitado ya. Ya me he sacado otro.
This has gone on long enough. Tyler doesn't need you anymore, Jala. He's got me looking out for her.
Muy bien. Lo vamos a China. Yo creo que funcionará con él.
I only pursued Andale because I was jealous of the two of you.
I knew that already, but it still hurts.
No le pego una mierda.
Face it, Jala. You're jealous that Tyler has me in her life now. How does it feel to be replaced?
Me alegro.
It's a good thing that Tyler has someone in her life she can count on. You've been there for her. I'm grateful to you, Andale.
How dare you be gracious about this?
Me voy a tomar... Es que lo de por turno mola, ¿eh? Aquí me pone lo de +4 para fallar y no quiero fallar. Pero es que todos ponen lo mismo, en verdad. Ah, mira, PS por turno. Este. Voy a tomar este. No me llega, así que me voy a tomar esto. Me da mana por turno.
Here we go. I can already tell what you're going to ask.
Can't you see I'm trying to have a moment here?
Whatever. You're so predictable.
Tell me the truth. Did you come back here for me, Jala?
You're part of it, but I left a lot of damage behind when I left. I came back to fix what I could. I'm sorry. Is that disappointing?
No. I'm relieved, actually. Maybe we can work out a way to coexist without being the center of each other's worlds. I mean, really? We were a complete disaster together, weren't we? It'd almost be funny if I didn't still want to cry every time I look at you.
Vale, ahora. Invocamos al Sergio.
Oh, Sergio.
Madre mía. Regular.
Aren't you both
Estaba esperando.
these half-truths and evasions? As usual, it's up to me to do the dirty work. You want to know who
Dirty
she
work.
really is, Tyler? How she really feels about you? I'll tell you.
Perdón.
You deserve to know. Maybe that'll help set both of you free.
Irony! If Jala wants to tell me, she can tell me herself.
Yeah, Jala. Why don't you tell her yourself? Or I will.
I wish I'd met you later. I would have known how to be more careful with your heart.
Oh, please, stop trying to make excuses. This is just who you are.
Tan desagradable la jala, no.
Cruel.
No. Bueno, pero quiero pensar que no, por favor. No.
You always doubted it. That's why you ran. Because it was only a matter of time before she realized what you've always known. You're a fraud.
Hey, stop it! Don't talk to her like that.
I'm her. Don't you get it? I'm inside her head. You think you know her? You're wrong.
Estúpida. Lleva todo el día tonta.
Please.
You want to know the real secret? What we know that you don't, what we've always known. You never loved her. Not the real her. No one could.
Hostia.
I
Se ha pasado,
promised
¿eh?
myself I was done. Here I am, with you, again. I can't keep doing this to myself.
La tenemos casi, gente. Si no pasa algo raro, claro.
You could never make up your mind about me, about your family, about your whole goddamn life.
Does this graveyard represent all your cold, dead dreams?
I like my dreams cold and dead.
Se muere. Esa buena reconciliación habéis solucionado vuestras diferencias y habéis optado por una amistad. O quizás alguna. Amistad. No creo que...
What we are, it's more than romance. I mean, screw romance. That's the least of what I feel for you.
No, please. Stop. I'll start getting ideas.
I can't forgive you for breaking my heart. I don't think I can ever trust you with it again. But I wasn't just your ex. We were best friends. You're my family. That part of me will always love you.
Sí. Ay, pero esto es... Da igual lo que responda. Siempre te voy a querer.
I'll always love you, Tyler. I'd say you're my soulmate if I believed in that kind of thing. No more ghosts, okay?
Hemos subido de nivel, ¿no? Ole. Otra ranura de amuleto.
Before you say anything, let me just say this. Let's start small, okay? No
Me
blood
parece
oaths,
genial.
no grand gestures, no promises of forever. Just two people who care being a small part of each other's lives.
I guess the only thing we've never done with each other is take things slowly.
We're trying this new thing called having boundaries.
Good luck, you're already flirting.
Ah, that reminds me. That Aruni in your head, you know she's nothing like your sister, right?
I'm not completely disconnected from reality, you know.
If you were, would you know?
What is your point?
I don't think she's good for you, Jala.
Jala needs me. You don't even want her back. Why do you care?
Damn it, boundaries, Tyler. I said it, and now I'm done. I trust you to take care of yourself. So, take care of yourself, okay?
Ahora tendremos misiones con ella. La nevera, gente, que no se me olvide. Que habéis visto cómo va bien. Ah, que aún no es de noche. O sea, que
Are
no
you
sé.
done for the day?
Siempre que me dicen que hay que volver a casa, pues es por eso.
Jala, why don't we watch some TV?
Sure thing, Dad.
Well, I'm going out with Chandra. We should talk in the morning, Jala.
Ok.
Well, that's not too cryptic.
Night, Jala.
Ahora sí. Una vez no te voy a llevar la contraria. Tapa. Me lleva a la cama.
Oh, a little birdie told me today was a big day for you.
Sí, ha sido un día...
Me. I'm the birdie.
Y tachada.
You're here?
Uh-huh. Rookmini overdid it with the cocktails tonight. I brought her home safely. While I was here, I thought I'd help my little brother cope as well.
Or you never cook and you came to raid my fridge.
Leftovers and coffee would go so good with all the tequila inside me.
I can't believe Amma got drunk. I can't even imagine it.
Es raro, sí.
It's a balance. 2 or 3 drinks is liberated, but the 4th tips her into morose.
Aruni inherited that, bless her. Ah, my girls.
Dad, have you been drinking too?
Ha ha! Busted!
Speaking of nerves and complex relationships, Tyler and Aruni, well, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, Jala Banana.
Quiero
I don't
hablarlo.
really know where to begin. It's a lot.
Well, how are you feeling right now?
Aliviada.
I feel like I handed in a piece of homework that was long overdue. This constant nagging anxiety that's just gone. I think I used up all the feelings I had and then some. I'm in a feeling deficit right now.
And now, Patty will be here in the morning.
Dun dun dun.
Did that sound laden with dread? I meant it to sound happy. You know, yay, my mother-in-law, who I love and respect, is visiting.
Guárdatelo para mañana.
Mom can't hear you right now. I'd just save your energy to muster up some fake enthusiasm tomorrow.
That's the spirit. Come on, Jala. What's one more emotionally devastating confrontation? How bad can it possibly be? Eh?
Cheers to that.
You're both terrible, and I appreciate you so much right now.
Me mola siempre este momento que tienen en el comedor, me encanta. Está súper guay. What is this? ¿Qué hago en el sueño?
Jala, I'm sorry. I know I went too far yesterday. I took over, I made you say things you didn't want to say. I shouldn't have done that.
I thought you were helping me, but you're out of control. You're frightening.
I'm only frightening because you're too scared to look in the mirror. You think if you cut me out, you'll be whole? You can push me down so deep that you can't hear my voice, but I'll still be there, waiting, in the dark. I'm part of you.
Es que no estoy yo muy segura.
How
Si es
can you
parte de
just
mí.
abandon me?
It's time for both of us to let go.
Jala, don't do this. I'm scared.
Te perdono, te necesito, te quiero. Te perdono.
You're the part of me that couldn't forgive myself. The mistakes I made, the people I hurt, I pushed them onto you. I couldn't live with myself, so I had to invent you.
You needed someone to blame.
Ay.
I never resented you for that.
You're not a monster, and neither am I. You've carried the burden of my responsibility long enough. I can take it from here. Thank you for everything you've done. You're a part of me. You'll always be a part of me.
Stop blubbering and just do it, Jala. All this sentimentality is giving me a headache.
I couldn't have hallucinated a better sister. Goodbye, Irony.
Goodbye, Jala.
Capítulo 9. ¿Quieres amor? Adopta un perro. Yara y Aruni han tenido un largo enfrentamiento que tenían pendiente. Yara y Tyler han lidiado con su dolorosa historia, pero la mayor de las batallas está por venir. Patty llega mañana. Oh, recetita nueva, gente. No puedo cocinar.
I'm glad you two have made up.
We were ordered to.
Now that's exactly the sort of comment your grandmother will pounce on. I'm asking you to be on your best behavior. I am begging you. Can you both please do this for me?
Claro.
I promise, Ma.
No. Mom, this is ridiculous. Why do we have to put on a show for Patty?
This is not the time for this discussion, girls.
Why not?
Because she's here.
¡Oh, oh, 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 oh! Pero bueno. Mira, a tope.
Three favorite girls, all gathered in this cozy little kitchen. Have you missed me, darlings?
It's so good to see you, Amma. You must be hungry after your long flight.
I could eat.
How about I make parathas for lunch, Amma?
You've been telling me how much Jala's improved her cooking recently. How about you show us what you've learned from your mother, Jala?
But, Amma...
Don't tell me you don't even trust her to make parathas, Rukmini. What do you say, Jala?
Mom's been really patient with me. I'm sure I can manage parathas.
Well, you have confidence at least. I hope you're not going to disappoint us.
Of course she can make parathas.
Oh, Dios
Mom.
mío.
I'm so glad I came home for this. It's not uncomfortable at all.
Stop making silly jokes, Aruni. Patty might misunderstand your strange sense of humor.
Oh no, I understand it perfectly.
Do not embarrass me, Jala.
Vale.
What are you mumbling over there?
I was just asking if Jala washed her hands.
A grown woman like her. You need to ask. Surely you know to always wash your hands before you cook, Jala.
Of course I do. I'm an American, not a heathen.
See, Rukmini, you have to stop babying your children. How will they develop any independence?
Yes, Ma.
Buah.
Adequate. Whisk the flour and salt together.
You should sift first, or it'll be lumpy.
Yes, Patti.
Such an obedient child. Your mother had such a smart mouth at your age.
Chala? Obedient? Sure, yeah. That's my little sis. Never put a foot outside the bounds.
I see who did inherit your smart mouth, Rukmini.
Just sieve the flour, Jala.
No subo una mierda.
Aruni, you're following in your mother's footsteps and marrying a foreigner.
His name is Ahmed.
Did I say something wrong? It's just a fact. He's not Indian.
Well, technically, neither am I. My dad's Sri Lankan and my passport's American.
Not Indian. And you, Jala? You're also an American?
What does it matter if Aruni doesn't consider herself entirely Indian?
What does it matter? It's time to whisk the ingredients, Jala. What are you standing around for? I warned you, Rukmini. If you take these girls to America, they'll be rootless. Thousands of years of history and culture reduced to Bollywood movies and pretty outfits.
Bueno.
I don't even like Bollywood movies.
They barely even speak Tamil. My God, the poetry you've stolen from them.
She tried to teach us, didn't she, Aruni?
I'm staying out of it.
She did, though. We just didn't want to learn back then.
You're telling me my daughter, a teacher by profession, failed to engage you in learning your mother tongue? And it's not her fault?
Told you to stay out of it.
Girls, please. We used to stay up so many nights, drinking endless cups of tea and quoting poetry to each other. Didn't you want to have that with your own daughters? Don't tell me you don't grieve the loss of it.
Time to incorporate the oil into the flour, Jala.
Huh? You haven't changed at all. Fine. Avoid the question.
The technique's important here, so be careful. Looks good, Jala. Now roll out the dough.
Looks good. This shoddy job. Do it again, Jala, and pay attention this time.
This is how I always do it, and it turns out fine.
Fine. Is that really enough for you in life? To be just fine? Average? Unremarkable? Well, I love you enough to expect more from you. Do it again. Properly this time.
Now we wait for the dough to rest.
No, no, no. You just stand there. I'll teach Jala the proper way to make paratas.
There's nothing wrong with Mom's teaching.
Then why has it come out so badly? Don't make a sulky face. You have to learn to accept constructive criticism. Right, Rukmini?
Yes, of course, Amma.
See? Your mother agrees with me. Throw that dough away. We're starting again.
Joder.
Go wash your hands again. Come back with a fresh mind.
That'll take more than a hand wash.
Thanks, Aruni. What a helpful remark.
It's just sisters bickering. What are you fussing about?
Joder.
Very good.
What's this I hear about you taking a sabbatical year before college, Jala? How you can take a sabbatical before you even begin, I don't know. Have you started applying for the new semester?
It's not a sabbatical year, Patti. I'm not going to college.
Líala fuerte, líala
You really
fuerte.
shouldn't delay your education. Wait, sorry. Did I hear that correctly? You're not going to college?
No, no voy a ir.
What is going on here, Rukmini?
It's an ongoing discussion.
You've been lying to me. Clearly, everything is not fine in your house. Your mother is an educator and you're not going to college? This is just a slap in the face.
Time to sift the flour.
Your daughter is throwing away her future and you want to talk about flour? This is really parenting, Minnie. Well, what can I say to that? Sift! Sift, Jala! Do you even know what I had to sacrifice to get an education myself? To get my daughter educated? She could have done her post-graduation, done a PhD, used that brilliant mind of hers. Instead, she threw it all away to marry that man and become a teacher here in this backwater American town.
That man is my dad.
Buah, dale, dale, Yala, dale, dale, que se calle la boca ya.
Nothing, if
Qué
that's the
osa de
highest you
mierda.
can reach. You don't even know how smart your mother is. What a waste of her all this is.
I made my decision a long time ago, Amma. And believe it or not, I'm happy.
Do you have any other choice but to pretend to be happy? Add more salt, Jala. You're being too tentative. I told you that your daughter would one day make you cry the same bitter tears you made me cry.
It's not the same thing.
Don't tell me you approve of this I'm not going to college nonsense.
Of course I don't.
It's my life at the end of the day.
So my opinion doesn't matter? I'm your grandmother. My blood runs in your veins. You don't even think
Me
you
la
owe me an
suda.
explanation. Go get some yogurt, Jala. It makes the dough softer.
I don't do that anymore, Amma.
Fine, just mix it as it is. Who cares how it turns out? You've obviously given up on teaching your children anything.
Aruni, Jala, do not say a word. Jala, mix the ingredients. It's nearly lunchtime and there's still a lot left to do.
Oh, pero es que es súper irritante esa mujer. Qué asco. Ay.
No, forget about lunch. Forget the parathas. None of this is about the goddamn parathas. Patti, you just want to find fault with everything Mom does, and you're taking it out on Jala.
Is this how you've taught your children to speak to their elders?
Aruni, be quiet.
Arani's right. Patti, you're not being fair.
Oh, so now I'm to be judged by a child.
No, Ma. I told you to be quiet.
But we're standing up for you, Ma.
Eso.
What have you been telling these kids that they think I'm so terrifying? You need protection from me.
Pues bueno chicos, espero que os haya gustado este capítulo de Suitors. Recordad suscribiros, darle a like, compartirlo con la gente más sensualota que tengáis cerca. Y Vicente, y nos vemos muy pronto en un nuevo vídeo. Chao, chao.